Hello everybody, today we're installing our GTA car kit into 2006 Volkswagen Jetta. We'll start off with what tools you'll need. One of the most important tools for the job is the T20 torx screwdriver. And then we're going to be using a couple of these hooks in order to get under some panels. If you have plastic removal tools, then they're good, but what most people have is a screwdriver. So we have a flat head screwdriver, and we put some electrical tape over it in order not to scratch any panels. So we'll start off with our hooks, and we're gonna first remove this panel. So just carefully get underneath the panel, and basically it comes off, and just put it to the side. The next step is to remove a T20 torque right here in the middle. So we're gonna take our screwdriver and remove it. It's also good to have a magnet in order to take that screw out, because it's kind of far and you can really see it. Once you do that, you have this panel in the middle, so you just pop it off from the side, from the back, and take it off, because it has two guides which you can't start removing from the front. You just do it from the back. Once you do that, you're gonna see two more T20 screws, so we're gonna go ahead and remove those. Once you do that, now you have to remove this whole panel with the vents, and you also the same thing. You have to start from the back, lift the panel up. So you just push on it, and it kind of, they're not even clips, they're part of the dashboard. Also on this side there, just like that. So once you get to this point, now you have to, there's two guides here, and there's more clips right in the middle. So the main thing that is holding this panel are the two guides. So you can use your plastic removal tool, or like we're using a flathead screwdriver, and carefully put it in and lift it up, and it comes off. So these are the two guys that we're talking about. And once it's off, you just remove the panel. When you're putting it back, don't put it back just straight. You have to kind of put it in, because this piece is not letting it go just straight. So you have to kind of tilt it, put it inside, then tilt it again to the front, and then put it in. We're not gonna disconnect anything here. We're just gonna put this panel to the side. I'm gonna try to, no, it doesn't turn. I'm just gonna leave it there. The next step is to remove two more torque screws, and they're right here. So this one and that one. So once you remove it, now this piece that goes around the radio is ready to come out. It's a very gentle piece, so we suggest using your hands and just work your way around, not to break anything. But the clips are really very light, they pretty much don't hold anything, so just do it by hand, just like that. So the clips are right here. There's two on the sides and 4 at the bottom. Be careful with this not to break it. So once you do that, now you're gonna see the 4 final screws. There's 2 here and 2 here. So we're gonna go ahead and remove them. So we just removed the 4 screws holding in the radio, and now the radio is ready to come out. And it just careful with it. So right here we just took the radio off, and this is this plug right here. This is where GTA car kit is gonna go, and that's a CD changer output. So once you plug in the kit, the car is gonna think that it has a CD changer. This is a most basic model, so it doesn't have anything plugged in. If you have something plugged in, you have to take it out and use. I'll just show you how you have to do it. So this is our GTA car kit. You have the module in the middle, then you have this is what's gonna go inside the radio, and if you have something plugged in, it has to go in here, so it's like kind of a Y splitter. And then you also have ground, and on the other side you have two outputs. You have one for the iPhone, and then the other one is just a 3.5mm jack. You can run both cables at the same time, these two, but don't use them at the same time. So we're just gonna take our kit here, and we're just gonna plug it in here. And like I said, if you had something plugged in there, just plug it in here. The next, the ground, you can connect basically to any of these points. I don't have the tools right now to take it out, and so for now it's very important to connect the ground. So once you're testing it, and you can put it here quickly before you reinstall everything back, and to the side, and so just it's enough for to test it. We're not gonna put it all the way back. You can turn on the radio without even using keys on this car, which is great. So we're gonna press this is our regular FM mode, AM, FM, and we're gonna press the CD. So if you press it first once and then you have a CD inside, it's gonna go to your regular CD. You press it again, it's gonna go to this mode, which you didn't have before, CD4 track 7. And in this mode you can just connect the auxiliary. The numbers are not gonna change. But we're gonna take our iPhone 4 and connect it. It's gonna start charging and automatically change to wherever you were last time. So we'll start off from going to CD1, which is by pressing this 1 button, and this is our hybrid mode. So you can switch the songs both from the radio and from the iPhone. And so basically, if I go, it changes the songs. You can also change the songs yourself from the iPod. This is all this playlist. We're gonna go to all songs, and so you can switch from both. But there's also an option on this car to listen to your music by playlist. So this car supports up to 5 playlists. And so if you go, but this car doesn't have any display, so it would be really hard to see. So basically you go to CD2, which is your first playlist. CD3 is going to be your second, third, fourth, and fifth. And in this mode you can only switch the music from the radio. It's good for cars that have display of what the song is, and but this car doesn't, so you can only switch the songs from the radio right now. And in order to get access back to your regular iPod, you just press disc 1 and it opens, so you can switch songs. If you would have steering wheel controls, everything would work, but this car is very basic, so it doesn't have it. And that's pretty much it. You gotta make sure that the radio plays, once you connected it, that everything plays through all the speakers, and the controls work. And once you've made sure that everything works well, then you're ready to put the radio back. So this car has this little spot here in the glove box because it didn't come with the auxiliary. So it has this spot right here, which you turn, and then once you turn it, you're gonna see a hole. And through that hole, you can fit the cables and just leave the cables in the glove box. And there's access if you take out what you have in here. There's access through here. And if you reach with your hand, and when the radio is out, then you can reach from the other side, and you can feel your. But the radio has to be out. So basically, there's access to that. There's also an option for people to run the cables all the way to the glove box, but it requires way more work because this car has the same plug that I showed you there has here in the armrest. And that's pretty much it. Once you tested everything, you're ready to put it back. And the only tricky part is putting this piece back, but I showed you how. And once you made sure everything is working well, then you can start enjoying your GTA car kit in your 2006 Jetta. I hope you liked our video, and we'll see you next time.